Well, hello! Mwah, 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 mwah! Welcome to the Magical Mystery School, Astrology Lesson 2. Now, the first lesson, we went over the 12 signs in order and their glyphs. And you were supposed to, that was your homework, to memorize that. So, and something else I'm not sure I actually showed you guys, so feel free to take a screenshot of this if you like. These are just kind of like key expressions for each one of the signs. So I just wanted to show that to you right quick. I kind of mentioned those, but just another reinforcement there. Okay. So what we're going to do today is go through the four elements, fire, earth, air, and water. And so since there's four of those and 12 signs, there's going to be 3 signs in each one of those elements. And we'll talk a little bit more about that and relate that to the signs so you'll have a better understanding of those. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on pause and pull the camera. Okay, here we go. So our 4 elements are fire, which is a upward pointing triangle, open triangle. And fire is the most enthusiastic, warmest, closest to spirit, that kind of thing. And the 3 signs that are fire signs are, of course, our beautiful Leo, the lion, Sag, the archer. See that clearly with the arrow. And then Aries, the ram. There's his horns. And I think of that as the mane of the lion. Next, we're going to do earth, which is a triangle pointed down towards the earth with a line through it, because it's our densest element. We walk on it, we don't walk through it or anything like that. And we've got Taurus as an earth sign. Now these folks, and not just Taurus, but all the earth signs, very practical, very earthy, can be a little conservative and conventional. Virgo, there she's holding Virgo the Virgin, she's holding her little sheath there. And Capricorn, the sea goat. So there's his goat horns and his fishtail. Okay, and then third is going to be the air signs. So air is our most intellectual, very social, likes to talk a lot, likes to be with people. So notice it's pointing up, but since it's a little bit denser, we still have to take air into our body. It's given that line across there. And the 3 air signs are Gemini. Blah, 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 blah. We used to say Gemini talked on the phone all the time. Now we say Gemini texts all the time. Libra, one of the most beautiful signs in the zodiac. And then Aquarius. And notice with these 3 air signs, they all have a double line. So that's one way you can kind of remember those guys. And then last but not least is water, which is a triangle pointing down, but it's open. And so it's, still an earth element, unlike air, which is pointing up because it's up in the air. And, but it's, we can walk through it. We have to walk on top of earth, that kind of thing. And the 3 water signs are Cancer, the crab, and that's, we find crabs in water, so that's kind of easy to remember. Then Pisces, the fish. And remember, they're swimming in opposite directions. And Scorpio, with its little tail there to give us a little bite there. Okay, so that's one way I want you to start thinking about these. Maybe start to memorize them, get used to them, and that sort of thing. Now, from our last class, we did the 12 signs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, and gave them, this is their house number. Now, I haven't gone through exactly what houses are. I'm going to talk about that more on our next lesson in the next one. So that now I'm just going to put the elements with each one of these signs. And I promised I wouldn't always start with Aries. And I know Aries is like going, oh, I want to be be first, because Aries always wants to be first. And let me just warn you, I do tease you a lot on this class and these classes. So do not take offense if I'm, kind of say so. Because one time I said to an Aries, I went, oh yeah, Aries, that's the me first sign. She was like, no, I let other people go first, So anyway, just remember I tease a lot. So let's start down here at Leo. Okay, so Leo, if you remember, is a fire sign. And think of Leo as like the roaring fire that's keeps you warm in the campfire or in your fireplace, that type of thing. It's a good steady fire. Virgo, the earth, and it's the triangle pointing down with the line through it. Now Virgo is going to be more like granular. Sometimes people equate it to like quicksilver, which is, mercury that's fluid. So it's still mercury is still an element, but it's fluid. Sand, things like that. So very granular type earth. Libra, air. So it's pointing up with the line through it. And this is the air of Libra is, again, conversation, but this is more, getting together with your friends or your partner, even having business partners or agents, like real estate agents, things like that, can be someone that you have a one-on-one relationship with. Scorpio, the water sign. And remember, water is all about emotion. All the water signs are emotion. Not sure if I mentioned that. And Scorpio is passion, right? We get down to the feelings that almost make you want to, get close to death in a sense. You feel so strongly. And I know you've all loved strongly like that before. Sag, we're back to fire. And Sag is the kind of fire that it's so hot and so quick. It's like, if you've seen big forest fires where the fire is just going from treetop to treetop to treetop, it's just burning so fast. That's kind of the fire of Sagittarius. Capricorn, an earth sign, and it's a goat. It is a fish goat, but just remember going up to it's kind of like the mountain. So the goat is getting up to the mountaintop there and being able to see everything under its domain, basically. Aquarius is, do you remember, air sign? Good. And this one is social also and communicative. This one is more speaking to groups, being involved with humanitarian efforts and things like that. Pisces, a water sign, and again, very emotional. Now this water is the deep oceans. Oh, and I should have mentioned with Scorpio, we're looking more at still waters, like a smaller pond or lake. Can't even get stagnant waters, swamps and stuff like that. But Pisces is a deep ocean. That's where you go the deepest. And all the water signs are really the most psychic signs. Sag is really intuitive too, but those water signs, and that's what I think I was mentioning to you about the beauty of astrology. Some people, they don't even understand how psychic they are. They just think everybody's like that. Okay, now we come back to Aries, and that's a fire sign. So we're going to point up. And this is the kind of fire that's all sorts of different kinds of fire that is strong and bold and keeps moving, kind of more where Sag is up in the treetops. Aries is that fire that's moving through the brush and that kind of thing. Taurus, earth sign. Now, Taurus rules agriculture. So I kind of think of Taurus as, where we actually get our sustenance from the earth. It's the sign of bounty and having plenty to eat. And so it's kind of that earth sign that also fills us up too. Gemini, air sign, social again, and communicative. But this one, this is more like I was saying about the phone and texting. This is more like you're talking to your friends, your siblings, people like that. You're more having those kinds of quick, fast communications. Gemini is very, very quick. Cancer is a water sign, of course, water, Cancer the crab. And now this water is like our clean rivers and streams, the babbling brooks, the water that's moving and refreshing and that type of thing. And Cancer, again, is very emotional too. So the main thing why I wanted to put these together in a line like this is I wanted you to start to see the pattern. Because if you can start picking up in patterns for astrology, it's gonna help you a lot. So we've got fire, earth, air, water. Fire, earth, air, water. Fire, earth, air, water. Now hopefully by this time you definitely know your own sign, whatever that may be in here, and that Aries is the first sign and then poor little Pisces is the last sign. We always forget her. But and then now start thinking about, say you are a Scorpio. Okay, I can remember Scorpio 8th house. I've got that. Now start to really branch out and say, okay, Libra comes before this. This is where I make the partnership and it looks good to me, feels good to me. Scorpio is where I fall in deep, passionate love, right? And Sag is where, I think I kind of want to get my own space back a little bit. This got a little too intense. I want to get out there in the world again. So start to look at the different signs and telling yourself those stories, and that'll help you remember things too. Okay, so I think we're done with that. I just want to give you your homework is to keep filling out this sheet of paper with the glyphs and starting to memorize. And maybe you've been doing, Leo 5th house, now add fire. Virgo 6th house, earth. Libra 7th house, air. Scorpio 8th house, water. Just keep, and the reason I repeat this a lot in these lessons is so that you'll start to get that embedded into your subconscious and you don't have to think about it so hard. Okay, so I'm going to put you on pause again for one more second. Okay, so you got your homework to kind of sort this out. And you might do flashcards, and put things on the back and so that you can remember things easier. And the next thing I want to do right quick here at the end is do our quiz. Okay, so get ready to put your mouse so that you can pause and think about it a minute. Get out a piece of paper and a pencil so that you can write down the glyphs and stuff. And very quickly, right off the bat, the first thing we'll do is just, what are the 3 water signs? Pause. Okay. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Good. Okay. 3 fire signs. Think about it. What burns? What goes quickly? Okay. Aries, Sag, and oh gosh, mind fart. Oh, excuse me. I shouldn't say that. Aries, Leo. Oh God, poor Leo. They're horrified they were forgotten. Sagittarius. Okay, water signs. Or did I just do what? I just did water. I'm flustered now. Earth signs. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And last but not least, air signs. Okay, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Oh my goodness. My poor little brain. All right. And now I'm just going to do just a couple. Well, I think maybe I'll leave that there because YouTube kind of likes it to be under 15 minutes. And I think I'm hitting my 15-minute mark. So anyway, remember to like and subscribe. Love you guys. Next class, we're going to do the qualities or the modalities of the 12 signs. Thanks a bunch. See you next time.